Gurmagat, and thank you very much, Chair. And apologies, I'm in 2 committees at the moment, so apologies for having to skip between both. But I will be catching up with my colleagues and being able to review this as well subsequently. But if I might just follow up just on your submission, I suppose, in terms of the Mental Health Commission, just on the intermediate category of patient, I know that the Commission here is indicating they're very opposed to this, that it will infringe on the rights of service users. I was just wondering, and my apologies if you have already commented on this. If you have, please just say so and I'll be able to review your earlier comments. But just if not, if you would like to give a comment on perhaps what, there's obviously reasons why this has been reviewed. So if you wanted to give a comment, thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And it's basically that was suggested by the expert group prior to the Assisted Decision Making Capacity Act. We're hopeful that the Assisted Decision Making Capacity Act, that we will be implementing that later this year. So there isn't de facto the need for the intermediary category. So we just need to be mindful again, and that people in with a mental illness or mental health condition aren't treated differently to people around everyone else in the mental health service. So it's just simply we don't believe it's needed anymore. But I'll hand you over to our General Counsel, Orla Keane, who may have more detail.
Good afternoon, Senator. I am also involved with the mental health tribunals, and the intermediate category of person has been inserted into the section relating to the involuntary detention of people. And if you look at the general scheme, it provides that people can be detained on the basis of capacity, but they don't have to meet the criteria set out in Section 8. So in effect, it's creating a new category of person can be detained. So somebody is being detained simply on capacity grounds, not on all of the mental disorder requirement need to be detained for care and treatment which can't be provided elsewhere and which will ameliorate their condition. And so the question is, why would somebody just be detained on the ground of capacity? That seems to fly in the face of the Mental Health Act, and also seems to impinge on and potentially cause difficulties with the 2015 Act, which deals with capacity. So just also to add, Deputy, when we originally received the heads of bill in 2019, the intermediate category wasn't in the bill. It was inserted later, we understand, because somebody was seeking to address some of the recommendations in the expert review group's report. But as John Farley has said, that has in fact been addressed by the 2015 Act. But I suppose our basic concern is that what it's doing is it's allowing somebody to be detained because of a capacity issue and not because of the basic criteria for detention and mental disorder or mental illness. So that is a concern for us, because capacity is being dealt with completely under a separate piece of legislation. I should say that Section 8, Section 14, the definitions of mental disorder and treatment, and Part 4, Sections 56, 57 and 60 and Section 60 all really need to be read in conjunction with each other to understand how all of the sections work. It's very difficult to look at any particular section in isolation because they're also tied in and interlinked with each other. I hope that assists.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, go ahead, please.
Just on the point about the Assisted Decision Making Capacity Act, just for the committee members to be aware that currently, I know Deputy Ward is gone, the committee are working on the report, but the amendment bill there excludes people who are involuntary detained under Part 4 of the Mental Health Act, or if you're involuntary detained under the Criminal Law Insanity Act. So it is a lacuna that we've been highlighting since we got our human rights analysis last October. We've sent it in to the Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth Committee. The officials working on the reform of the Mental Health Bill would like Section 136 and Section 85(7) of the Assisted Decision Making 2015 Act to be amended in that piece of legislation. So it's just to be, we have been speaking to those members, but we are afraid that people who are involuntary detained will will kind of falter the gaps at the moment, the way things stand.
That's the difference.
If I may,
between the 16
Senator,
and
just
17-year-old.
quickly get back into that, because as of just about a week ago, the Commission is having tripartite discussions with the Department of Health, the Courts Service and the Department of Children in relation to 136 and 85.7. This is something that the Commission has flagged in relation to the 2015 Act from the very beginning, because there has to be parity. And our understanding is that as of just about a week ago, is that both those sections are going to be amended.
Wonderful, great update. Thank you very much. I really just wanted to thank, I suppose, the groups and our chair. There's been a mammoth amount of work that has been done, and I think our chair has really taken the lead on this in bringing our groups together and in giving the time, I think, particularly around this legislation. And I really just want to pay tribute to the team working with the chair as well, here as well in the office. But it has been an incredible amount of work, and we will be looking forward to doing a really in-depth analysis across all the contributions probably in the last while and in the months ahead. Just really to say thank you, and I suppose I'll pass back to the chair, but if there's anything else, I'll come in at the end. Thank you very much.